After many months of waiting, it looks like we'll be getting the next update to Red Dead Online sometime in the early summer. Over the past month, we've had a bit of information here or there that has come out. I've put it all together for this thoughts video, as well as things I would like to see included in the summer update for Red Dead Online. By the way, I want to know what you all would like to see included in the summer update as well, below in the comment section. So first off, let's go back and talk about the details on updates to GTA Online and Red Dead Online. By the way, all these articles linked below in the description sections. I did do videos about all this information. We're just compiling it all together here, putting the pieces together, if you will. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom of that first news wire when it comes to details on new updates to GTA Online and Red Dead Online, and talk about this specific paragraph. Red Dead Online's summer update will add a diverse array of new missions across the world for those looking to step into the criminal underworld. Down in San Denis, Angelo Bronte's trusted lieutenant, Guido Martelli, is looking to create his own criminal network, whether it's intimidation and salary crimes, larger high-stakes robberies. Writers best be willing to do whatever it takes to earn their blood money. Now, obviously, we've talked about all this already. We're going to have contact with Guido Martelli. He's also a character in Red Dead Redemption 2. Some of you are aware of that already. He's obviously kind of important to the Bronte crime family. And this is our first steps in Red Dead Online to becoming criminals, outlaws, dishonorable, black hats. The next bit of information we got was just recently, only a few days ago, Red Dead Online's next update. As part of the early summer update coming to Red Dead Online, all kinds of new unlawful ventures will emerge for those willing to comport themselves in a certain morally flexible manner. These will include the ability to rob homesteads across the 5 states on free roam, as well as open up new avenues of personal enrichment. And like any good opportunity, this one is devoid of upfront expenditures. Now, if you look at Rockstar's socials, they also added a little extra over on Facebook. Red Dead Online's early summer update will add all kinds of new unlawful ventures, including opportunities to rob camps and homesteads in free roam. So they mentioned camps and homesteads, whether that's NPC camps that dynamically spawn, or player camps that just unfortunately forgot to put the flag up, or maybe Cripps has slipped a few bucks and he drops it himself. Who knows? The point is, we can start to see kind of a pattern emerge when it comes to what we can expect with this hypothetical Unlawful Ventures update. I think they've mentioned that quite a few times, and Rockstar has a habit of mentioning what the update's going to be called within their teases, their information, whether it's in GTA Online or in this case Red Dead Online. So we'll just go with Unlawful Ventures. So devoid of upfront expenditures, that is something that a lot of people are speculating could possibly mean that this is not going to be a role at all, which means that we may not have to pay gold bars to be involved in the Unlawful Ventures, the criminal underworld of Red Dead Online. But then again, I always wonder what's the catch, right? What's in it for Rockstar? Because obviously they're trying to sell gold bars through the gold store, which makes you wonder, well, isn't there some sort of way you're going to want to make money, Rockstar, and get gold bars? Well, get money for the gold bars? That is the big question right now, whether or not this is actually going to be a role or not a role entirely. Real quickly, there's obviously going to be Outlaw Pass 6, or whatever they're going to call it, most likely Outlaw Pass 6, because they did mention this. Look out for all new membership reward club as part of the forthcoming update. More details coming soon. So obviously, we're going to continue to add more information as we get closer and closer to this summer update for Red Dead Online. I did some digging, and thanks to Ram King for pointing me in the right direction. There was a fourth quarter 2021 Take-Two results conference call not too long ago with the big wigs of Take-Two, including Strauss Zelnick, as well as president of Take-Two, Carl Sladoff. And we're going to read this quote within this article linked below in the description section if you want to read over the whole thing. It talks a little bit about GTA Online, Red Dead Online, and obviously other games under the Take-Two umbrella. Specifically, we're going to talk about what Carl Sladoff says about Red Dead Online. Later this summer, fans can look forward to a host of new missions for skilled outlaws, including everything from quick holdups to larger high-state robberies for big rewards. So that's pretty much all the information I think we officially have now when it comes to the summer update for the game. So Carl Sladoff mentioned some things that are pretty interesting. It looks like we're actually going to be able to do quick holdups as well as larger high-state robberies. Now that's what I find interesting, is the fact that if this is not a role and the contact happens to be Guido Martelli, one of Bronte's lieutenants, then if we're going in it from a criminal point of view, helping out the mob, you think obviously they're going to want a little piece of the action as usual. So I'm starting to try and brainstorm, well, if it's not a role, then Rockstar obviously wants to try and get gold from us another way, because gold is technically the main currency in Red Dead Online. Cash is truthfully secondary nowadays, because that's obviously the focus. Microtransactions. There's going to be what I envision to be several types of robberies or outlaw criminal ventures, whatever you wish to call it. Story-like missions, very similar to Land of Opportunities or Life of Shine, the Moonshiner missions. So I think Guido will have some missions like that with some cooldown period in between the missions, a little bit of story, learning more about Guido and the Bronte crime family, as well as helping him out on the side under the radar, probably on behalf of Senor Bronte. And then I think there's also obviously going to be, as we've mentioned, free roam type missions, dynamics, like we already talked about, robbing camps as well as homesteads. And I think a lot of this is going to be focused on our honor system, and that is going to be quite interesting, because it really does sound like they're going for an outlaw role where you have to be bad guy, the outlaw, the criminal, the black hat, dishonorable, which means I think that a prerequisite for doing these is your honor is going to have to be in the middle, like right on the edge of dishonorable, or much further down into the red. Which means if you are honorable, it might take you a quick minute to go from honorable to dishonorable, unless you happen to go by Old Man Jones in one of his stands throughout the 5 states of Red Dead Online and conveniently pay him 3 gold bars to make you dishonorable. Is this the angle Rockstar is going with when it comes to this specific update, this unofficial role in Red Dead Online? Because as some of you know, it is extremely easy to get your honor up from feeding your horses to skinning animals that you've killed, from hunting, etc. It is ridiculously easy how you can get your honor back up to max in no time, even after laying waste to Valentine or Blackwater and causing all sorts of death, wanton destruction, mayhem throughout the 5 states. You can easily become honorable again. It's much more difficult to become dishonorable in Red Dead Online than honorable. So is Rockstar going to tweak the honor system, or are they simply going to take advantage of the fact that it does pivot towards honorable in order to sway players that want to go into the outlaw life to go drop those 3 gold bars anytime they become quote-unquote honorable, in order to unlock all the dishonorable criminal underground ventures that awaits us courtesy of Guido Martelli? So that could be the angle that Rockstar is going with. 3 gold bars here, 3 gold bars there. It all adds up, right? Which segues us over to the payouts for all this. It says we're going to get blood money, we're going to get good payouts, we're going to make some rewards, but the truth is, exactly how much are we going to get paid? Are we going to get paid a decent amount in cash, or is it going to be similar to the Stranger Danger missions type cash payouts or legendary bounty payouts, somewhere in between? We're obviously also going to get XP along with hopefully dishonorable points to keep you dishonorable, so you can, I guess, continue doing all these types of criminal activities for Guido Martelli, as well as anyone else involved with the criminal activities that are coming to Red Dead Online, hopefully sooner rather than later. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll get some gold nuggets. I kind of sort of doubt that. I hope that I'm wrong, but I feel like that at best we'll probably get a cash payout, XP, along with dishonorable points. That'll probably be it. And chances are, if they're going to go for some sort of like working for the mob where you have to give somebody a cut, a percentage, whatever your cash payout happens to be upon completion of this crime or that crime, I'm sure Guido's going to get a little bit of a percentage of the payout when it comes to your cash. Now, when we talk about things that I would personally like to see in this update. I may have mentioned this before in previous videos, so I'll quickly recap some things I would like to see and some of you would like to see as well. The ability to rob and steal from all sorts of things like the NPCs in the game, whether they're just walking around or riding around on horseback, perhaps even the ability to rob horses and sell horses or wagons, buggies, rob stagecoaches, freight, passenger trains, riverboats, store clerks, bank tellers, bartenders, etc. I really do hope that this gives a huge criminal outlaw black hat element to Red Dead Online that a lot of you have been wanting for quite a while now. I also want some consequences for your actions for going the dishonorable path. For example, if you end up robbing a shop, a clerk, a bank teller, then that location becomes closed for you for 21 in-game hours as a result. Plus, it's obviously going to go towards your wanted level, because anytime you carry out criminal acts in Red Dead Online or simply just wear a mask or a bandana over your face walking down through tumbleweed, you're going to get in trouble with the law. So you'll probably get a huge wanted level, bounty, a price on your head, and that's going to continue to increase higher and higher. And you're going to have lawmen after you, marshals, perhaps even Pinkertons, as well as the player bounty hunters sent after you in order to try and stop you. So obviously there is consequences for being an outlaw, a black hat, dishonorable in Red Dead Online, which actually complements the bounty hunter role and might make bounty hunting in Red Dead Online even more interesting than it already is, because you're going to have some real criminals and black hats and dishonorable types to contend with roaming around Red Dead Online. If you happen to be really into bounty hunter, you're like rank prestige 30, you got the bounty wagon along with the bounty hunter outfit of your choice. And if these bounties are like really big price wise, it's going to make them even more enticing for player bounty hunters to go after. So it could actually add a very cool dynamic, the outlaws versus the bounty hunters in the game. So let's mosey on to cosmetics, to clothing, to other items that we hope to get with this update. Obviously, I want a lot of this stuff to be revolved around those that wish to partake in the outlaw criminal life, like unique clothing items, variants, cosmetics for guns, belts, buckles, holsters, hats, masks, bandanas, perhaps even a new camp theme or a new moonshine decor, a unique saddle, perhaps even some specific horse customization, the ability to add some scars to your horse. Some of you think horse mustaches are cool, okay? So if you can have your horse mustaches, why can't we have like sweet looking, like scary looking scars on our horses to make them look even more intimidating? Scars, wounds, blemishes, anything else that would be interesting cosmetics to add to your horse could add uniqueness as well as make your horse look even meaner and tougher than it already is. Plus, would be pretty fitting for an outlaw. Perhaps even some unique tail and mane variations for the horses as well, along with some specific trinkets for outlaws, and maybe a brand new horse breed, and maybe they could go ahead and throw in the ability for us to own the mule and donkey as well. It's something we've been wanting, might as well just throw that in too. So some other things I would like to see is Rockstar finally add properties to Red Dead Online. Some of you are aware of the fact that properties are being worked on. Perhaps this is the update where we'll also get properties. What better way to have something else to spend your hard-earned money on, or most likely gold nuggets and gold bars on, than new properties. I did a video about that a while back. Perhaps a new weapon or several new weapons. The war wagon finally added to Red Dead Online. Since we're going to be a criminal, we're going to be the bad guy or the bad girl, then we might as well be able to purchase the war wagon as well, with maybe some options, some customization, different cosmetics, maybe different weapons we can use, from the Maxim gun or like a Gatling gun, perhaps even a cannon. That would be cool. Maybe even some quality of life game fixes too with this update. That would be great. A lot of us have been asking for them to fix some issues. We'd also like to see the Rockstar editor as well as the Rockstar creator added to Red Dead Online. But the reality is, even if this outlaw role is not really a role and isn't going to cost us anything to be an outlaw except for perhaps being dishonorable and maybe giving 3 gold bars to Old Man Jones to make us dishonorable from time to time, I still feel like Rockstar is going to find other ways to get gold bars out of us in order to encourage people to go to the gold bar store and spend real money on gold bars. So I feel like going forward, you're going to see a lot more of the content in the game that comes with the update costing gold bars. Sure, there may be some items that will be cash and gold options where you could either buy with cash or gold, but chances are a lot of those items that are coming with the summer update, hopefully we'll be getting a lot of content in the summer update, a lot of it probably will cost you gold bars. Anyways, that's pretty much all the information we have so far regarding the criminal underworld, Unlawful Ventures, whatever the summer update for Red Dead Online ends up being called. And if there's more information that comes out of the next day, next few weeks, leading up to the launch of the next update for Red Dead Online, obviously I will let you all know. Meanwhile, I want to know what you all think about everything that we discussed today. Your thoughts, your views, your opinions regarding what we know so far regarding the summer 2021 update of Red Dead Online. Is it piquing your interest? Do you like the direction they might be going with this update? Are you concerned? Do you think that we're starting to let our hopes up a little too high? Do you think it might be a massive letdown and disappointment? Or could it actually be a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one? Feel free and let me know below in the comments section.